Welcome to the Language Podcast. I'm your host, Jada Marie, and we got some things to talk about. I have not talked to y'all by myself in a couple of episodes, so it's just me. I'm just talking to y'all, and I want y'all to know when an episode is titled Let's Just Talk, y'all know we have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to combine how I was feeling like for the couple past weeks versus now, give y'all kind of like a up to date type of thing. We're going to do this all in one. But y'all know me. Y'all been listening to me for almost 2 years now, and I have been doing my practicing breathing, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. And that's going to lead me into my check in because I've been needing to breathe. I have been needing to breathe. I have been feeling I'm aware of my body, so I've been feeling things within my body, but I've been breathing. And so a couple of weeks ago, I was doing fine. I mean, really nothing to complain about. Last week was kind of an emotional roller coaster. Let me just say right here, right now, I'm talking to y'all. It is my 27th birthday. So I've turned 27 today, but that's neither here nor there. Happy birthday to me. Yay. All that good stuff. Now back to the check-in. So just with everything going on, I've had my days where I just need to cry. I just been really trying to feel what I need to feel. So y'all know the emotional roller coaster that I'm on when I'm on it. So that's the check-in. That's really what I have for y'all. There's not really a topic. There's things that I want to talk about. There is so much to talk about. But y'all know we going to get to the next part, which is my bookies. Hi, bookie babies. Woo! I know some of y'all was on a mission to go get y'all other book to y'all series. Maya knows what I'm talking about. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called, they might be like the Fourth Wing, something like that. I'm not in that group, but y'all know. Maybe the last time we talked, I don't even think the last time we talked I was reading a new book, but I told y'all about Parable of the Talents, how I needed to take my time with it. So I had my distraction book, Pretty Girls. This thriller took me, like y'all, I promise you, I almost cried like 4 times. Every time I thought I knew what was going on in the book, nah, I wasn't prepared. And to be honest, if this is my first book that I'm reading this year, and I feel like this is my favorite book already, I just don't know what to expect. I have 2 other books by Karen Slaughter, so I just want to see how she is going to keep me entertained. So, since my bookie said that they wanted to hear more about my books and what I'm reading, I tried my hardest to break it down chapter by chapter and give y'all information. That's not working. So let me tell you this. If you want to read Pretty Girls or reading Pretty Girls, you might want to skip this couple 15 minutes. Look in the transcript and you'll see whenever my transition word is gonna be on to the next topic. Whenever you see that, skip to that, and I'm not talking about Pretty Girls anymore. So here I am giving y'all what y'all asked for. We're gonna talk more about Pretty Girls, and I told y'all I got my reading journal, so this is how I'm gonna keep my thoughts together and let y'all know how I felt. Now, I'm gonna show y'all. If you can't see me, I'm sorry, that sucks, but I think it took me 10 days to read this book. So again, it asks you the title, which is Pretty Girls. The author is Karen Slaughter, and then the genre was thriller. The book was 394 pages. For the theme, I put like find the truth. To be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, there could be so many different themes in this book, but bottom line for me, find the truth. And it was like, who is this recommended by? It was kind of recommended by the bookstore. I do look at a bunch of like books to read on Pinterest, and I seen Pretty Girls on a bunch of lists, so we just put the bookstore. So my overall impressions, I put this book was written perfectly. It kept me wanting more after every chapter. Just when I thought I knew what was going on, there was a twist. I love the way the family dynamic was broken down and how a tragedy that took so much from them gave them so much more in the end. Again, even if you reading this book, I don't think I'm telling y'all a lot about the book. Again, if you want to hear more details, whatever the case may be, y'all got to find me somewhere else. It might be on YouTube, depending on how many people really, really want to hear about it. Again, it could be on YouTube, but we starting with this reading journal. So the main take that I got from this book is the truth hurts. Not as bad as the lies because of the damage that it caused. Through the hard times, these characters showed up for each other, no questions asked. And that's what made them closer in the end. So in my notes, I just put that Claire was pissing me off until she got her sister involved. It was like, I understand she was going through a lot, grieving, just a lot was going on in her life, and she just wasn't thinking. She needed some sleep. She needed some food. She needed to get her brain together. But I was proud that she continued to keep going, and I was never prepared for the twists and turns, y'all. Like, this is why I kept coming back to the book, because after every chapter, I was like, I want more. I need more. So my thoughts, there are so many things that they went through. I couldn't imagine. They didn't quit because having a missing sister allowed them to see the things that others might have missed. So I guess I could tell you like the theme of the book, like, I mean, not the theme, but what it was about. And basically, when the book opens up, there is a missing girl in this city, and then we're introduced to characters, and you start to learn that there are two sisters, and their older sister came up missing, but they never got her body, anything like that. I don't even think that they locked up the killer for her murder. Well, they tried to say that they did, but that's neither here nor there. You can read the story for all of that. So that's why some of the comments that I'm making about family and things like that are important, because these sisters really weren't talking. I guess they were estranged. That's the word that people use. The one middle sister wasn't talking to her mom. So it's just a story about, like I said, showing up for your family no matter what. So this memorable quote, I feel like it allowed us to understand the younger sister more, but this was my memorable quote. This is Julia, the middle sister, just talking about her baby sister. She said Julia was 13. Oh, she was 13 when Julia went missing. I'm sorry, that's the older sister. See, now this is getting long, and I feel like y'all getting a little confused, but let me keep going. She was 13 when Julia went missing. We all dealt with it in our own way. You know what I did and what happened to my mom and dad. Claire's response was to make herself invisible. She just agreed with everybody, at least on the surface. She never caused any problems. She made solid grades in school. She was co-captain of the cheerleading team. She tagged along with all the popular girls. So I feel like that kind of gave you her sister's perspective on her, what she felt about her. And the quote after was, I feel like, even better than the one I just read, but that one was my memorable one. And then another one that I put memorable was when Claire just told her sister, nothing is ever going to come between us again, all right? So me just finishing a book, reading a book, y'all might not understand why why they were memorable quotes, but they were. And for actions, I put ask the questions that you have for your family. Don't allow lies to break the bonds. And most of all, forgive, heal, and move forward. So that was what I got from Pretty Girls. I highly, highly, highly recommend. Put it on your books to read list. And if y'all want to talk about it, we can. So since I'm done with Karen Slaughter and I have one more book that I have to read for January, I am reading The Housemaid is Watching. Y'all know that I read the other two books. I wasn't spending $20 nothing on this third book. I forgot how short Frida's chapters are, how big the words are. I can't say that's a quick read. And I've been noticing a lot of people have been using the term quick read. So let me just ask y'all a question. Do y'all like quick reads? I like a book that has me interested. Do I like a book that I can get through super fast? I don't. But that could be my own issue. Y'all know how I feel about binge watching TV. I like to save stuff for later. So it could just be me. Maybe I like a book y'all can get through in a couple hours, 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I've just been hearing that people have been using quick reads, and I want to know, is that what y'all be looking for, quick reads, or do y'all want something to make you feel like it's a series, like, whenever you got to wait each week for a new episode of your show? Just asking. So that is it, bookies. I hope that is the detail that y'all looking for. If not, y'all know what to do. Y'all can leave it in the comments, and we can just continue to work towards what y'all want. Now, on to the topic. There is no topic. There is no topic because what the fuck? Literally. There's no topic. So I do want to tell y'all, last week I wanted to talk to y'all just about how I feel like young girls are being failed right now. I mean, they've always been failed. And just there are some cases, two cases that I want to talk about. One case I was going to go into detail in because when it came across my TikTok, I wanted to know more about this story. I wanted to know more about this family, this little girl. And when I got done reading and like knowing the gist of the information, I just was so disgusted at how this baby was failed by her community, her family, just failed. So I'm pretty sure that y'all have seen this baby's name floating around. Her name is Naziah Harris. She was 13 years old when she went missing. Just recently was 2 years. 2 years or maybe 1 year that she has been missing. I know y'all like, girl, get your facts together. I just know the type of place that this would have put me in. I know the details that I know. That man needs to be locked up. The auntie needs to be locked up. The grandma needs to be locked up. Just failing a child in that kind of way disgusts me. I can say I need for y'all to. I understand that we, as a black community, feel like the police department, the courts, all of the people who are supposed to give this baby justice isn't going to do that without the work of the community. But I need y'all to kind of not interfere with an investigation, okay? It breaks my heart. And what I have to say about Naziah Harris simply are the women, the men, anybody who can say out of their mouth that this girl was fast instead of she was failed says a lot about you as a person. It sucks that this man manipulated that baby like that. The text messages, just everything, like, I'm getting a little sad talking about it, so that's why I knew I could not go into a lot of details, but I want y'all to know that these babies just continue to not get the justice that they need, the support that they need, the guidance that they need. I need y'all to stop thinking that just because kids have the latest and greatest shoes, clothes, whatever the case may be, that they are loved, that they are getting the things that they need, because that's not the case. And so I'm going to go to the next child that was failed, and it sucks that nothing's being done about that situation. And her name is Natalia Grace. I think I talked about Natalia Grace before. And basically, this situation was they adopted this baby. They knew that she was a dwarf. They understood that there were certain surgeries that this girl had to get. And the mama was crazy. Her name was Christine. I think that bitch was crazy as hell. She thought that she was going to adopt this baby and make herself the star of the show, like, oh, look at me, I took her in, look what I'm doing, whatever the case may be. And there is a series on HBO. It has 3 seasons to it, and it's called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. I did not know it was 3 seasons. I watched the first season where the family got to talk about Natalia, and I've never seen the movie The Orphan, but a lot of people, even Natalia herself, said that this family was trying to compare her to that movie, and that's not what the case was. So here they are just telling us about how atrocious Natalia was. She was just evil. They made her sleep outside, and they tried to make it seem like because she was doing this is why they treated her the way that they did, which doesn't make it right. So that's what that is. We go through the whole story. The dad, Michael, is just he's such a character that I can't even take him serious half the time. So towards the end, we learned that there was a family that was trying to adopt Natalia. Well, that wasn't towards the end, but there was a family that was trying to adopt her. The lady Christine was trying to like I said, be the hero. And when she realized, because she was trying to make Natalia smarter than what she was, like trying to say like, oh yeah, she's this age, or she knows this, she knows that, but not smart in a way to where it would make Christine make money. But she basically wanted Natalia to be 22 so she could neglect her like she did. She took this girl when she was 8 years old, and had her living on her own. They had this baby living on her own. That was the first apartment. The second apartment, I think that they took away her special boots, her walker. She lived on the second floor. This is neglect. This is abuse. And I'm not going to lie. I was watching the episode, there's a lot of just things that I felt like were dramatic for TV. Bottom line is, she was 8 years old when it happened. Y'all neglected a baby, and I want this lady to be charged. Like, yeah, her husband is, well, her ex husband Michael is like to Natalia, we had the same monster, but at the end of the day, like Natalia said, you are a grown man. You did not speak up and stand up for me when I was getting abused. You got your two other sons. If she was doing something to them, I'm pretty sure you would say something. But I wanted to know how old she was. I wanted to know if she was truly this grown adult playing as a kid, or if they were the ones lying, and they were the ones lying, and nothing's happening about that. And I think that that's disgusting. I don't want to go off into who Natalia is today and the choices that she makes, because I think the things that she experienced with that family explains the things that she does and how she maneuvers today. So again, another example of a child being failed, neglected. So that was what was on my mind, what was going to be a topic. Y'all know that I talk about things that are going on. I know that there are a lot of things coming at us at one time. I know that sometimes you just want to get on the internet to scroll, to laugh, to kiki, all of that. I know that you might feel like everybody is being too serious, but I'm sorry. The seriousness is very, 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 very necessary. But one thing I want y'all to know, as we get through this year, as we go through this year, the next 4 years and forever on, that I am not here to scare anybody. My platform is not to scare. I'm here to share. I'm here for us to learn and have the resources that we need. I think that we all have to figure out our place during this time, our position, what we're going to do, what we feel called to do. And as y'all could tell, I'm going to talk. I'm going to share things that are important. Here's what I mean when I say I'm here to share, not scare. I'm not going to talk about anything on this show that I don't feel that one has a solution already, or when I'm bringing it to y'all that I'm asking for a solution. I'm asking, what can we do? I'm not here just to bring up these topics just to talk about them one week and then talk about something the next week. We cannot keep maneuvering in that type of headspace, y'all. Like, it's a lot coming, but just do what you called to do. And I've been meaning to tell y'all this for a very long time. Not a very long time, but I think it was either before the election or after the election. I bring up the friend zone a lot. I bring them up a lot because I think they do a great job of educating their listeners. And when, before or after the election, friend had provided a website, and I'm going to put it in my link. It's a website that basically tells you what to do, how to prepare, how to live, how to move while we are under this Trump administration. It's not scary. It's just for the people who are like, I want action. What can I do? I need a solution. What can I do? I think that that is what that article can help with. So now that I brought up the friend zone, I also meant to tell my bookies that the Friend Zone is reading Parable of the Talents for the lituation. That's a part of their Patreon, so you have to pay a fee monthly to be a part of that. But I paid my fee. Y'all know that. I read Parable of the Sower with them, and I'm happy that they're reading Parable of the Talents because that is a book that I want to read. Those are books that can be hard to read alone, but I am so happy that people are buying more books, talking about reading, just educating each other. I know that TikTok went away, came back. That shit was not what it was. I know there's so many things that we can talk about, but we got to keep pushing forward. We have to do what we can. Times are different. They're going to be different. We're going to be emotional. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. It's going to be all of that. But do what you can. Because like I tell y'all, what I strongly believe in, a song that I damn near listen to almost every day, is Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. And I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. So although we might feel like we're whatever age we are and that you don't feel like there's work that needs to be done, there's people that come after us who would love to experience life and see what life is like, just like there was people before us that did the work so we could be comfortable for the time that we were comfortable. And if y'all thought that y'all was going to be comfortable the whole entire life, then Nah. But on to lighter things, better things. I want to talk about music and TV because I got some stuff to say to go into a little bit more detail. So we gonna use this last 10 minutes to get to it. So if it's not Doechii, if it's not Kendrick Lamar, if it's not Scissor, I swear to y'all, I have not been listening to it. Like I have not been listening. Kendrick Lamar, first of all, has been keeping me sane. It keeps me sane. The whole album just keeps me sane. Y'all already know, no skips. SZA, I don't know if I came on here and like really, I did tell y'all SZA was no skips for me. No skips. No skips. And I know I normally give y'all a top three. So let me give y'all my top three from SZA's album, even though I don't think I really have one. But I know that SZA wrote one song specifically for me. And guess what it's called? It's called Cry Baby. SZA wrote that song for me, and I just want to thank her because, girl, don't be trying to read me in a song. I love Crybaby. For number two, I will put Diamond Boy. And then number three, I would put 30 for 30. But when it's all said and done, I will listen to the album from the beginning to the end, no skips. Even when it goes into SOS, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to rock this out. Because SZA tricked us. And I like that. I like that she let it flow like that. So I've been listening to Kendrick, SZA, Doechii, and Cleo Soul because when I feel like my heart is jumping out my chest, Cleo relaxes me. It's affirming music. Because today is my birthday, I listen to Alicia Keys because that's my birthday twin. And I think we need to listen to new music, old music. Like I told y'all, listen to El Mean. Listen to calming music. Listen to people who are acknowledging what's going on but reaffirming you that it's going to be okay. You know, like you're here, you're blessed. You just be grateful for what you have and keep showing up. But you gonna be okay. Let's talk about TV. Because I be telling y'all that I don't watch TV. And I don't watch TV. But when I got shows that I'm watching, I watch TV. Jada wants to talk about The Traitors. I really want to talk about season 3 of The Traitors because I have not seen them play this game like this, and I'm torn between like it's a game, I love this, and torn between like what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all are playing the game simply with no strategy. And I feel like Alan did this on purpose. I feel like when he allowed Boston Rob to become a traitor, he knew Boston Rob was gonna shake shit up. And to take down a traitor as a traitor is fucking crazy. And I want you to know Bob the drag queen handled that very well. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm speaking from TV game standpoint, okay? Reality TV. Bob the drag queen handled that situation very well. Boston Rob, I understand y'all play games. Like, this is what y'all do. And I feel like at the end of season 2, that's what it came down to because MJ felt betrayed. It's a game because at the end of the day, the traitors, yeah, they trying to play along with each other to get the faithfuls out. But at the end of the day, when all the faithfuls are done, y'all got to trade each other. Like, y'all got to be traitors against each other. So if I'm going to be a traitor, I'm going to be a traitor through and through for myself. So that's why I understand Boston Rob playing the game. But let's take this from a black and white perspective. I am not saying this man is anything. I'm not throwing no labels. Sometimes when I'm watching TV, I'll be like, because when he first came in, when Boston Rob first saw who the traitors were, he was just like, he wasn't really happy with that. And I think it was because it was 2 women and Bob the drag queen. So you got 2 black people and this white lady. I just felt like he didn't like that. But Carolyn, I don't know. Danielle, these are some sloppy traitors. I don't know. I think that these people have watched this game and they think that they know what they doing and how to play it, but I don't know. I can tell like not behind the scenes, maybe like there's some stuff that's making these people, who was it? Wes. And this is why I'm saying like I have to look at it as out of the lens of this is a game, because when he lied to Boston Rob's face, like it's a game. And he said what he said. I'm not going to let this man know that I'm owning him. So I get it. If I would have talked to y'all a couple weeks ago, I would have been like, I fucking hate this season. But it's a game. And they giving mess and they're giving entertainment. And I like it. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of the traitors that Alan chose. But as I talk to y'all about it, it seems very purposeful. Now, Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen is not going to be at the reunion, but Karen did not get fired, nor did she resign. Um, I don't have any words. I think the last episode when they tried to make it all about sex and well, that wasn't even the last episode. The episode before when Jacqueline and Ashley was kissing and all of that. Real Housewives of Potomac is so boring that they had to have G and Ray sit down and talk. I have never seen two of the husbands from any Housewife franchise, and I only watched 3 sit down and talk. I've never seen that. So that says a lot about how boring these women are. Anyways, I watched Jerry Springer Fights Camera Action documentary. I think that was a good 2-episode little documentary. It did not make me think different about Jerry Springer. If anything, I got a little bit of respect for him to know that a show that he was hosting had turned out to be pretty trash. And it was a cool show. It was cool. Something to watch. Now, I watched Severance because SZA. Drive, the video. Y'all talked about it, so I wanted to know what it was about. And I think I'm on like episode 3 or 4, and I'm digging it. I want to know. I want to figure out this puzzle. I like the gist of the show. I like the whole work-life balance. I'm enjoying it. Now, what's coming soon? Well, actually, Harlem season 3 is out. I have not watched it. I'm going to watch it. And then what's coming out is Yellow Jackets comes out February 14th, which is crazy. I feel like they already knew that they already had the shows together. They just didn't know when to put them out. But February 14th, Yellow Jackets. If you don't know what Yellow Jackets is, it's about a soccer team that's going to a game and they plane crash, they get stranded, survival of the fittest. And then Raising Kanan is coming back March 7th. Y'all know I do not watch any of the, I don't watch Power. I did not watch Power, but I watch Raising Kanan because I like that storyline. I'm trying to get the NAACP award nominations up because we cannot not talk about that. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. I know y'all like, girl, I know I should have been ready. These are all the things that I be having in my head, but I don't write down. But how can I talk about music and TV and not talk about the NAACP? That's crazy. I might not be able to talk about it because it ain't organized. Yeah, nah, I can't read it like that. It needs, okay. Let's see. Entertainers of the Year. We got Cynthia Erivo, Keke Palmer, Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, and Shannon Sharp. That's interesting. And this is my first time reading this list, so y'all kind of getting my live reaction. But Entertainer of the Year nominee goes to Cynthia Erivo, Keke Palmer, Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart. I just said that. I literally just said that. Outstanding Social Media Personality of the Year nominee, Cassinet, Keith Lee, Rashonda Lyles, Shirley Raines, and Tony Barker. It's Tony Baker. I think I know who Tony Baker is, maybe if I see his face. But all the other names, they're definitely familiar. I don't know. Let's see. Outstanding Motion Picture. See, I should have looked because I have certain categories I want to speak on. But Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Bob Marley, One Love, The Piano Lesson, the six 888. I still haven't watched that movie. I need to. And Wicked. Outstanding Actor in a Motion Picture, Andrea Holland. Yeah, we're not doing this, y'all, because I feel like I'm just going to be reading the list. So yeah, if you want to know the nominations for the NAACP Awards, please go on the website and look at it. I'm sorry that I did not have the categories together like I did for the Grammys. How of me, sorry to say. But that's all that I have for y'all. I hope that y'all ready for 2025 because this is what it is. I really, 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 really appreciate the feedback, the love, all the just everything that y'all showed me last year, which I showed for my guest episode. I do want to let y'all know I will continue the guest episodes, but I do still be wanting to talk to y'all. So as of now, I might do like 2 guests a month. I might do like every other episode as a guest. I'm still trying to figure that out. If y'all did not know, I did upload a book review to YouTube. Some of the girlies want to know more about the books that I read last year. I just kind of went through the books that I read last year with a little summary, really simple, brief about what the book was about, nothing too major. So that video is available, but I want to thank y'all for watching my podcast, for listening to my podcast. Y'all asked for me to show my face, and it shows that that's clearly what y'all wanted, and I just want to thank y'all. So y'all know where to find me. Y'all did not tell me that I said my email wrong the last episode. I said my Instagram name wrong the episode before, but we're going to get it all right this time. Follow me on Instagram at its_Jmarie, 2 E's, and you can email me at itsjmarie, 2E's9 at gmail.com. As always, please, please, please share this podcast with your friends, with your family. Yell it to the rooftop. If, again, you have any ideas, any resources, anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know, because I'm also grateful that y'all have been sending me smart cities. Y'all listen to 15-minute cities, and y'all are equating the smart cities to the 15-minute cities. So y'all been sending me that. I appreciate it, but keep sending me stuff. I'm here for y'all. I love y'all. I hope that y'all have a great week. I hope that y'all are taking care of yourselves. Rest your body, rest your mind, rest your soul, and I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye.